Oh darn, my video cut off. Anyways, so if you, we're talking about sleep. So overdose on sleep, right? You want to sleep as much as you can. You want to flood your body with sleeping properties. If you're tired, sleep. And as soon as it gets dark outside, go to sleep. Only be awake when it's light. As soon as whenever it's dark outside, you should be sleeping. And if you need more sleep than that, then sleep more. Fresh air, okay? Can you always have fresh air? Can you always be outside? Can you always be breathing fresh air? Can you be in a nature spot, not walking by cars that are having exhaust and all kinds of things come out of them? Can you always walk in natural sources, plain sources? Can you be breathing clean air? Can you get a filter in your home? Can you do whatever it takes? Keep your windows open to always be breathing fresh air. Overdose on fresh air. Movement, overdose on movement, okay? If you are too tired to walk consistently or do heavy lifting, then it's movement, stretching, standing, sitting, moving, just bending, even small movements, even the smallest movements continuously rather than just stagnant still. Be moving your lymph, right? Jumping, be moving your lymph, be flowing that lymph. Possibly with massage and all kinds of techniques to move. If you can't move it physically by walking, move your lymph by rubbing. So an overdose on movement and lymph flow and all of these things, we need to overdose them. Okay, now comes for the big one. This is the big breakthrough that I had, okay? This is your thoughts, right? You need to overdose on positive thinking. You basically need to do everything that you can to crowd out and drown out all the negative thinking in your life. If you only have positive thoughts and emotions and feelings and basically overdose, right, on healthy emotions and healthy self-talk and self-love and connection and social interaction and the things that you say to yourself, affirmations over and over. I mean, people have healed with just this one alone, but it's so critical. You can't just overdose on nutrition or overdose on water or overdose on sunlight. You have to overdose on the thoughts that are in your mind, on healing, healthy thoughts. If you're questioning yourself, self-doubt, being negative, obsessing about your symptoms, being sad, down, you're not going far enough. You need to overdose on the healthy thoughts, right? Not beating yourself up if you don't have a thought. You need to stop the self-criticism and the or you're criticizing yourself or blaming yourself, or, right? So we want to overdose on good things in our mind. We want to overdose on good emotions and affirmations and our own intuition, right? We want to go forward and not backwards and eliminate self-doubt, right? When you're in a healing, you've probably done so many protocols and been back and forth on so many things. Just eliminate self-doubt. Overdose on self-knowing and self-intuition, right? Believe in yourself. Trust your body. Know your body. Sit quietly. So we want to overdose. Again, I'll go through it on nutrition, through food, supplements, herbs, minerals, vitamins, all of it. Overdose on fresh water, overdose on sunlight, overdose on nature, on grounding, on being outside, on our environment, overdose on sleep and rest, overdose on our air quality and our fresh air, overdose on our movement and lymph flow, overdose on our self-love, our connection, our social interactions, our intuition, overdose on meditating, overdose on positive thinking, overdose on yourself, an overdose on life. So if you're sick, you're often living like a sick person, right? You want to overdose on living like a healthy person, overdose on health. So in summary here, my breakthroughs come today that even though I do all these things, I don't overdose on health, right? I do all these things, but I worry about it, I think about it, I criticize about it, I do more in one area, less in another, I rotate them around, I do different protocols. No, just get the bad stuff out. If you overdose in all those areas of health, then there will be no room for any, and I'm talking any, EMFs, screens, computers, bad lighting, a bad environment, negative thinking, negative thoughts, junk food, sugar, you know, none of that will matter. If you overdose on the good stuff, you will literally have no room. And so how do you know if you're not overdosing on those things? Are you still watching TV? Are you still, right? Are you still staring at computer screens that are making your eyes hurt, that are connected to your body? Are you still doing things and saying things to yourself, negative thinking and thoughts, and just are you not having enough nutrition? Are you drinking something that isn't other than water? You will know all of a sudden very, very clearly that you're not overdosing on health if there's room for any of that bad stuff in your life. Because once you get rid of all of it, then healing can come. And this was my wake-up call today. This was my realization, my sort of breakthrough that I am going to put into full practice. And I don't know, maybe it's harder than it is to actually practice, but I'm just going to overdose on all things health, come what may, and get all of the negative worry, doubt, self-chatter, anything that is still left in my life that is less than optimal or less than perfect. I'll just fill it up with the good stuff completely, make it disappear by overflowing it. As Chris Work would say, overdosing on nutrition. I'm going to be overdosing on health in all areas of my life, every single one. And I can't imagine that that will create anything but a body that has no choice, really, no choice but to become healthy and to heal fully. So that's my realization. I hope some of this has helped you, and let's see what we can do.